Greetings, Earthlings. I actually got 3 pairs of these from Goodwill. I think they were $2 a piece. How could I leave these there, you guys? Do you understand the type of looks that I get when I'm driving to the unit or I'm walking around and I'm wearing these things? People will literally do triple takes at you and wonder what the heck planet they are now existing on. Actually bring these to the auction with me, and anytime I'm getting ready to bid, I'll tip them down and I'll go into alien mode. Good morning, everybody. It's Mike here, and we're on our way to the storage unit because we are going to pack up a few orders that we are sending out today, and then we're gonna go do a little bit of thrifting. So if you want to spend a little bit of time with me today, see if we can find some good stuff, maybe I can teach you a thing or two, stick around. If not, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, this looks a little different than the last time we were in here. Yeah, your boy got some shelves. We're moving on up in the world. It's only one for right now, but look at the world of difference that makes, you know? I'm gonna get another one. These things are so hard to find on like Facebook Marketplace or somebody who's just trying to get rid of them cheap. I think I bought that one for 35 bucks, brand new from like an Ollie's or something. And that's the cheapest I can find them around here. I've been looking everywhere for like a month or two now and just nobody's got them. So it is what it is. You gotta make do with what you got, you know? But now we got ourselves a nice little table here in the middle so we can put all of our orders down, or maybe if there's some heavier boxes on the top of these stacks, we can put them there. I gotta start getting organized with like, you know, A, B, C, D, but that'll happen eventually, just not today. All right, so here's another reason I need to get organized. I can't find a charger that I need, but I think it could also possibly be still at the house. So for right now, we've got 4 orders going out today. First one is this little Yoshi hat. I'm pretty sure that I only had like $1 into this thing, and it sold for $10.99. So after shipping this, it's probably gonna cost like $2.70, $3 to ship. After fees, I'll make like a couple bucks on it. Nothing to pay the bills with. We've also got Adi Gallia from Star Wars for $7.99 free ship. So again, like all of these orders today are kind of, you know, these orders are not anything to pay the bills with, but hey, you know, feedback is feedback. If you can build your account up with it, why not, you know? All right, you guys, so I couldn't really film in the store. I ended up meeting another reseller in there that went by the name of Glenn. So shouts out to you, Glenn. Super cool guy. He's thinking about opening up a booth a little bit down the ways from here. So we exchanged info, and we might be doing a little bit of business together. Who knows? But I did find that birdie, you know, jacket or whatever. It was actually Glenn that found it. He didn't want to take it, so I was like, I will take it. That's a clean piece. I didn't even look it up. I definitely know that I'll get more than I paid for it. And then I found some Grand Caravan car mats too. I typically try to pick up the car mats whenever I see them, and they're like the actual factory car mats, and they're very clean and what have you, because sometimes people are looking for those for replacements, or something happened, someone threw up in their car and they need a set of replacements, and they don't want the cheap China stuff, so they go on eBay and they'll buy them from there, and I will have them listed. So great. We're gonna go to another thrift store right now, and then we're gonna see where we're gonna go from there as far as the day is concerned. Wow, right on the end. Thank you. It's a shame. Alright, you guys, so I just got out of that Goodwill. I put that solitaire game back because I ended up taking a butter knife and unscrewing the back, and I had a bunch of corroded batteries in it, so that's never a good scene. I got this old vintage 1976 Hello Kitty picture frame. Couldn't find it anywhere online. It was $4, so I paid a little bit up for it. It has a little bit of, you know, doo-doo and stuff, but I think that'll come off. I just need a little Goo Gone on there and it'll look brand new again. And vintage Hello Kitty stuff sometimes goes really well, so I don't think I'll take a loss on it, but I wanted to take a shot and see what happens. And we found an old vintage Mace Windu lightsaber. I don't know if it lights up. We're gonna check it out. That's from 2002. And then the other thing other than the Patagonia that I got was this print all over me t-shirt. I've never heard of the brand before. It's nothing vintage or anything like that. I just thought it was really cool looking, and I think somebody will definitely want it for like 15 bucks, so why not, you know? Gee, I'm back at the storage unit. Imagine that. Yeah, so I could not find that last wire thing that I need for my 4th package to be sent out today, and the post office closes in like an hour. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna look for that, and I'm gonna get to work on starting to label these boxes. I'm gonna go through like 1 or 2 of them, label it A and B, change the listing description to reflect whatever box it's in. And hopefully that will help me so that I don't have to do this type of crap ever again and learn from my mistakes. If you're gonna get a storage unit, if you're gonna make it this big, just get organized right from the beginning, because so much wasted time, so much aggravation could have been prevented if I was just proactive. But I didn't know it was going to get this big, so it is what it is. With that being said, that's pretty much all there is for today. I didn't really get a whole bunch. I went up north. I went everywhere, you guys. I went to like 4 different stores up there, and I spent way more time than I should have today, and I didn't find a single thing. It was all these overpriced, older furniture places that literally didn't have anything that I could make money on. So it's what it is. Sometimes you got to get out and about and discover the things that aren't going to make you money so that you can spend the time doing things that are going to make you money. And you never know until you try, you know? So with that being said, I hope you guys had a way better day than I did. Talk to you soon. Peace. Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Have you ever been in a predicament to where you knew that you were supposed to be organized from the get-go, and one day if it got big enough you knew it was going to be a big problem but you weren't proactive about it, and now it's a big problem? Yeah, me too. So let me show you what we're working with now. I started reselling probably, it was like last May was really when I started doing it. So however long that is now, it's like February. So I started out with a couple $100, a couple of garage sales, you know, once every 2 weeks or something like that. And now it's kind of turned into all of this. The problem that I deal with on a daily basis is I don't know where the heck anything is. Within reason. I mean, if it's a McDonald's toy, it's clearly in the McDonald's toy box. If it's a Jolly Roger chalice, it's gonna be right here. But you know, there's totes and totes of stuff in here, and it's only gonna get worse. So it's time to get organized. And if you are like me and you are in the same predicament and you don't really know what to do about it, and you're just going day in and day out without actually fixing the problem, spending an extra 15, 20, 30 minutes on finding the things that you need to send out, which you could be using that time for sourcing or doing other things that'll make you more money. It's kind of something that you just need to do, especially if you're going to be doing this long term. So here's what I've done so far, and this is what I will continue to do until this room is organized to its utmost potential. As you guys can see, I've already made the investment of getting this shelf, and I've decided that it wasn't enough. So I went out and I got another one today, and so we will be assembling that today as well. But as you can see over here, this box is A, this box is B. This box down here is not labeled because I know it's in it. It's this Monster High big play set that was a terrible buy, and it's been sitting around forever, and I need to get rid of it because it takes entirely too much room. But so basically the ideology around this is there's certain things in here I won't have to label just because it's obvious. This is a box of wires. So if I sold a power cable or something of that nature, it's probably in there because that's the only other place. And that box right there where I keep the wires, and I know that. You're gonna have to figure out your own kind of system. For me, I've got so many freaking wires listed, it's not practical for me to go into each individual listing for wires and label them. So I just put them all together. But there's a lot of totes in here that are just, there's random stuff in them. I mean, like, look at this one, right? We've got some board games. There's like this nail polish thing in there. There's some Hot Wheels stuff. There's like a mod, there's some goggles down there. There's some sort of like cable. Like, there's just so much random crap. And the reason for it is I don't organize my stuff by like category, right? Like, there's some boxes that are, some boxes are just games, some boxes are just M&M collectibles and stuff, but a lot of these totes are literally just random hodgepodge, everything you can imagine, because what happens is you go out and source and you find a whole bunch of random stuff and you list it all at the same time, and then what do you do with it all? You put it in a tote and you put it away. And so I don't know if that's how you guys did it, but that's how I did it. And that was just the most fast and efficient means of me getting the stuff out of the way and moving on to the next thing. And this is what ended up happening. So what is it that I'm actually doing? Well, I'm going box by box, and I'm consolidating too, because at this point, some of these boxes are like half full. So it gives you a good opportunity to maybe get some totes that you had lost previously to having too much inventory. And then basically what I'll do is I'll go through the whole box and I'll like pick out this thing, for instance, right? This is a Winnie the Pooh Wilton, it's like a vintage cake pan. So what I'll do is I'll whip out my phone and I'll go to the eBay app and I'll go to my eBay. And then what I'll do is I'll go to selling. And don't mind my 60-day right now. It's absolutely trash. We're going to go to active. We're going to click find. And we're going to start typing in keywords. And this is going to be a great indication if you did a good job with your listing SEO. Because if you can't find it with the key phrases that you're typing in, then you clearly did something wrong. And you need to fix it. So Wilton Pooh. There you go. There it is. And so then all you need to do from here, you can click revise list, revise item. Scroll on down to the description. And as you can see, I already have the designated box that I'm going to be putting in there. But now I know that that particular item is in box A. And I'll just do that for all of the items in here until they're all updated and I know where they are. And then I'll move on. And I'll eventually get to Z, and then maybe I'll move to like A2, A3, and like you can do it as many times as you want. I really love this unit because look how high it is, you guys. I'm going to be able to like really stack stuff in here. So I think the more shelves I get, the more I'll be able to keep in here. But this is definitely a good little starter unit. It's working out really well for me. I just need, I need the slowness of January and February to go away so that we can kind of start moving a lot of this stuff again. I have so many different varieties of stuff. So it makes it pretty decent when it comes to like seasonal stuff, you know what I mean? Like I don't just have a bunch of Christmas stuff or Halloween stuff, or there's just stuff that's selling all throughout the year. So that's kind of why I like to be a variety seller. I do want to start, I'm going to investigate on flea markets and stuff, because I'm going to start looking into buying like entire lockers. I was going to do it because they had an auction a couple weeks ago actually at my facility for 4 different units. And I ended up seeing a lot of the contents at an auction that I went to the following day. I just didn't bid on any of them because it didn't look like it was like anything crazy. And I'm not going to bid on a unit and do all of this work for no money. That's just dumb. So. Oh yeah, and so I don't know if you guys have a hookup for boxes or anything like that, but check Facebook Marketplace. I found this guy, and I got a whole bunch more of these in my Jeep. And he was giving away all of these boxes for free, and they're huge boxes, like boxes that would probably cost you maybe $3-4 if you had to go to the store and get one for a specialty item. So I went there and loaded up for free, and I probably won't need a big box for quite some time. I can keep them here at the unit. If I know that I'm going to have a big order, I'll just grab a box when I come pick up the order for the day, like maybe this tire or something like that. Can you, yeah, I guess you could sell tires on eBay, right? I'm gonna have to see if you can use used tires, because this isn't technically new, but all right, at this point I'm rambling. So this video is probably going to have a couple other clips of some stuff that I found throughout the week. I've been trying my best to honestly get some content for you guys, but like I went out this week and really didn't find a whole lot, and I met a couple of people while I was out, so I wasn't able to film as much as I would have liked because I was, you know, networking with them, and I think that's really important to do as well. Make sure that you meet the resellers in your local area, and don't be afraid if you see one out when you're looking for stuff, because you never know, you might meet a friend, and then eventually you'll be able to do some business together, and it'll all work out in the end. So, and at the end of the day, the resellers have to stick together, because we're all in this for the same reason, pretty much, and or at least somewhat similar reasons, you know what I mean? But with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope this maybe gave you an insight on how you could get organized if you aren't already like myself, and I've got a lot of work to do. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and I hope you have a great day. Have you ever been put into a predicament where you knew that you should have kind of gotten yourself to organize? What? What did I just even say?